Hello there, it is Dr. Fern, and you medicine women are here right now if you want a life that you absolutely love. I had a very disgruntled patient the other day, and this patient saw one of my other practitioners, and she didn't think that the practitioner delivered what she had expected. So she was super disgruntled, and my dentist rang her up to apologise for her having to feel this way for whatever reason, and she wouldn't have a bar of it. This patient would not have a bar of it, proceeded to make my practitioner very upset. And then I thought, okay, well look, surely I can do something. So I rang the patient, because actually the patient had wanted to talk to me. And I rang the patient and I used everything I could on her: active listening skills, empathy, you're absolutely right, all of these things in my toolbox that I had. And unfortunately this patient would not have a bar of it. Like, it was so interesting for me. I almost had I stood back from the whole thing and witnessed this patient would not hear me. And I let her talk and I let her be heard, and everything I said, there was always a huge rebuttal and really defensive behaviour. And even when I offered my goodwill services and I offered her the next hygiene visit to be free for her, she wouldn't have a bar of it. And really, compared to for what she was complaining about, it was just so blown up, so over the top. You know, it was just something that we'd done that wasn't even that negligent. It was just tiny, a miscommunication, and she blew up completely. And she wanted her records and she wanted to go. So we got off the phone and I thought, okay, I've tried to keep the peace, but this patient wouldn't have a bar of it. And the next thing you know, she's jumped on our Facebook page and she actually had given us a 5-star review, and she changed it to a 2-star review straight away. And it was quite almost like we thought, oh my God, this is very vindictive. And so here's the thing. Sometimes you can't please everyone, and I get that too. I'm not going to be able to solve everyone's problem. I'm not going to be able to be everyone's best friend. And sometimes you just got to do the best that you can and hear people out and try and let them end it as much as you can on a good note, so that they don't do as much damage to your business as they possibly can. Because social media and all of those platforms are pretty lethal now to our small businesses, right? So the silver lining here is that we got to learn from this woman. She actually was a teacher in disguise. As terrible as it sounded on the day, and as much as she actually upset us and our team, we got to learn and we got to restructure some of the strategies that we would use and the structuring that we would use in our hygiene department. And also we got much more savvy about social media and how to, it's time to get all our patients who love us, just to ask them to put a testimonial up there if they love our services. It would help us so much. So just to step out and start to dilute her bad review. And remember that there is always a silver lining in everything. Even when it looks like shit hits the fan, there is always an incredible lesson to be learnt somewhere. So that is my daily dose of Dr. Fern. If you like what you hear, please share this with all your friends on Facebook, and remember to keep laughing out loud. It is the second best thing that you can do with your mouth.